So this doesn't have anything to do with my work on psychology. This just sort of struck me as interesting. I was watching John Oliver a couple weeks ago. I think it was on his episode that if you saw it on YouTube, it would be labeled as corn. But he was talking about Red Lobster. He was talking about how years ago Red Lobster sold for like $2 billion to this company, investment firm, whatever. And how they did exactly what investment firms always do. And this is essentially what they did. Reminded me of the movie Goodfellas. In the movie Goodfellas, the mob gets a grasp on this restaurant that they all frequent. But once they have their grasp on it, they just demolish it for every penny that it's worth. Until you see the quintessential sign where the owner's just like signing it away. I mean, there goes his dream. It's done. But essentially, we did that with Red Lobster. Now, when I was a kid, there was a lot of attention given to mobsters and gangsters and the mafia, from everything from Law and Order to the movie Goodfellas and all the other movies that were just like it. Their workout in Las Vegas, all that stuff. And I think to myself, now that I'm an adult living in 2024, I don't really see that in the world as much as I did when I was younger. And I wonder if it's not that maybe the mafia got smart and said, you know what, it's probably not good that we're foremost in a lot of people's minds. Maybe we need to back it off a bit. Or maybe they just got edged out because actual legal business matters are just far more efficient at this crap than they were. But whether it's the mafia or just the way business works, you have to understand that it is exactly what we want. They can do that because it is what we want. It is the society we have all agreed we want. I don't know to what level John Oliver and his team go to be specific and accurate. I like to think that they put a lot of effort into making the information they give you not only entertaining but useful. I think their work is important because that is a powerful platform that he definitely uses. I mean, you look at the guy and you don't think fighter, but this dude can really punch a person or an organization and keep freaking punching them for 20 minutes or whatever his segments are. And he uses his platform very efficiently. And to look at the guy, you wouldn't think he was so aggressive, but and he can kick some ass. But the Red Lobster thing, it seemed like an obvious thing to me, the causal relation between what the mafia was depicted as doing in the movie Goodfellas and what actually happened in reality to the restaurant chain Red Lobster. That's what we want. That's the society we've all agreed to. And I've said before that if I were to build this world, just totally idealistically, as I'm dreaming about the world that I would like to build, I'd like to take things like John Oliver is a good example. He gives you all this information, and it's entertaining, but if you actually wanted to act on it, we don't live in a society that is built for me to act on it. So when I'm dreaming about how to build this new world, I'd like to think that we could incorporate all of that crap. That if it is prisons that need to be fixed, we could build this new society in order to help fix that problem. If it's the crops we grow that are the problem, we could build this new society in a way to solve that problem. If it's anything from human trafficking to plumbing, we could use that information, that data, to build this new society. And I'd like to think that we have it in us to build a society where, okay, that stuff happens, but it's recognized, we see it all, everybody is paying attention to it. We are so distracted that they can do anything they want and get away with it because they're making the laws. We're not making the laws. We're too distracted by BS to actually care about the laws. I thought it was a clear cause and effect. There's a clear relation. I wonder to myself, why isn't it that we build a society that fixes these problems? We know the one we're operating in right now is ancient and fucked up. So what is it that we need to motivate ourselves to build this new world where we recognize what was wrong about the old one and we make corrections? Hey, do you ever wonder? I mean, the argument from the monarchies, when it was monarchies that controlled every freaking inch of civilization, from their vassals to... do you ever wonder, their argument for when that civilization, that structure of civilization was crumbling, they said, what's going to happen when every common person has a voice? And we live in the society right now that illustrates exactly that. I don't think we want to go back to the monarchy structure. I don't want to go back to the monarchy structure. So we need to address what it is in us, all of these individual voices, that is stopping us from making real progress on real problems. If it is true that my country incarcerates more people per capita than any other country in the world, then the world I want to build needs to address that. And it needs to do that from everything from jail to corn. That includes this weird crap that we somehow find perfectly legal to do to Red Lobster, or with a property that is Red Lobster. Anyways, I thought it was interesting. Thanks.